Doris, the last few years, we've seen teams put together rosters loaded with talent, but it hasn't always translated to rings.
I think what we've learned, Brian, is that just accumulating talent is not enough to win in this league. What you have to find is a team that fits together well in terms of the individual parts. There also has to be that elusive chemistry. You can't define it, hard to win without it.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. We've got P.J. Washington, and it's Turner in at the point guard. That's the San Antonio 5.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Here's Jamison. Oakley. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
Now Garland. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Here is a guy who is not shy about sharing the basketball. If you are open, Darius Garland will find you.
Here's Jamison. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the play-in tournament has been a success, but some debate about whether the stats should count towards postseason stats. Granted, kind of falls in the abyss. How do you think we should reconcile?
Well, B.A., first of all, it is the postseason. It's exciting. Everyone's watching. So much is on the line. This is high-pressure elimination games. And, yes, there have been some great
You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it, they kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Washington out there with Jay. Then it's Turner, and it's the closer. And it's Daniels in at the 2. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's Jamison. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Williams trying to break free. That one good for 2. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And the slam dunk by Jamison.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The passing ability of Steph Curry, not just a shooter, he's skilled at spotting open guys.
Here's Lane. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Jamison, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Robert Williams.
Manu Ginobili, Hall of Fame class of 2022. He played his entire career in San Antonio. And in 2003, Manu's rookie
And so it's San Antonio with it. Here's Jamison. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
So on the floor for the Spurs, we've got Washington, and it's Jay in at the 3. Here's Jamison. Antetokounmpo covering. Shot by Jamison, no good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo. And now a 4-point Boston lead.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
The shot's good. Great game for him. Double-double now.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Pass to Thomas. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot. Pulls it. No good off the back of the rim.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Washington outside. Here's Jamison. Shoots over Curry. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the San Antonio Spurs. On Wednesday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Friday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Here's Antetokounmpo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled. To the paint. Here's Curry. Rebounded by the Spurs.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Here's Jamison. Gets the 3 to fall. And now it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And he drives in. Count it. Good. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half, getting to his spots and executing with ease.
Here's Jamison. Brooks defending. And he jams it home with authority.
Hey, man, I don't care who you're a fan of. You love seeing a reverse.
Barnes passes to Rollins. From deep. A rebound by the Spurs. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Jay out there with the closer. Then there's Ward. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Terry in at the center position. That's the San Antonio 5.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Daniels is checked in for the Spurs. Maladon comes in for Washington. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here are the Grizzlies now, following the bucket by the Spurs. To take the lead, sinks the triple. Jackson's got 11 in the second half.
And that's his second triple of the game. Hadn't hit any in the first half. Maybe they made an adjustment at the break.
Here's Jamison with the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Baxter, he's covered by Daniels. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. .24 seconds left in the game. Outside, Jamison.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 2. 15 seconds. And the Spurs with possession. We've got Jaren Jackson. Baldwin out there with Rollins. And it's Baxter in at the 2-guard spot.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And for Memphis, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Pass to Arthur. Here's Rollins. They get the rebound.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. What an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
Baldwin the pass to Baxter. To take the lead. And again, Memphis no good. San Antonio leading. Here's Jamison. Lays it up off the glass. Jamison's got 4 this quarter.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jamison's got 34 points.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Here's Baxter. From outside, off the mark. Spurs leading by 4. Outside, Jamison. The shot's good. Jamison's got 36.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Baxter passes to Arthur. Baxter, he's covered by Daniels. To the inside, Baldwin. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of it.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Spurs. Terry's check.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs?
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active, and making things happen. If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. That's taking care of business, fellas.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
And for the Spurs, we've got Teo Maledon, and it's Jay in at the small forward position. Here's ball after the basket by San Antonio. Shots blocked, and they'll keep possession. Pass to Noel. Here's Balmaro. Dallas, no good that time either. The Spurs have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Here's Jamison. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And the Mavericks with possession here. The Spurs making their last shot. Noel. Dallas, no good that time either.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
On the take, and a two-handed jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's ball. They need this. A rebound by Terry. Here's Jamison. The Mavericks pull it in. Noel's got his 5th rebound in this one. So many incredible players, Clark. What elite talent really takes your breath away? Is it passing or shooting, handles, or maybe those high-flying dunkers?
Yeah, for me, I think it's seeing the game, and that goes back to passing. Being able to see a player so ahead, that really excites me because not many players can do that. Scoring, you got a bunch of guys that can do that. Athleticism is actually 13 to a dozen in today's NBA.
And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well. Because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
We've got Tyrese Maxey. DJ out there with Tobias.
Oladipo outside. The middle part of the season can present some unique challenges. Grant, how do you maintain your focus as a player?
Well, it can be tough. It can be really challenging because it is such a long season. You ultimately have to keep your eyes on the prize. And, of course, veterans know hard work now pays off later. You want to protect your record and start building late-season momentum.
And so in the game for the Spurs, we've got Teo Maledon, and it's Daniels in at the 2-guard spot. And we're about a minute into the first. Ooh, poked away. Pass to Jamison. Banked it in off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
First team foul.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. There's the screen. Down low to halt the run. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor.
Oh, wow! Incredible!
What a finish with a reverse dunk.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. From deep. Offensive rebound, Pacers. To the wing, right side. Fires the three. The Pacers again can't hit. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Victor Oladipo. First free throw is good. The Pacers are not the only pro team in town. The Fever get great support in the WNBA doors.
They certainly do, BA, and it speaks to how special the game of basketball is in the Hoosier State. Every level, from high school to college to pro, they simply love the game, and we're with that.
Now here's Oladipo. He had 9 points in his last time out.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Third team foul.
Four on the clock. Takes a three.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Here's Jamison. He's guarded by Oladipo. And he goes in for the dunk.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Deflected. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they faced the Spurs.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
There's a screen by Aldridge. Carries the 7-footer.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
He takes it in.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Inside. It's stolen. Here's Jamison. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
So on the floor for the Spurs, we've got Washington, and it's Terry in at the 5 spot.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
There's a double with Oladipo. Pass to Jamison. It's good. 23 points in the game.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher.